Alright, how y'all doing? The state of golf. Let's have a quick look at just how bad this all is. Catching up with some news that we missed. Obviously, Sergio missed the Open qualifier by a couple of shots. He was unlucky. He played a course I don't think he'd played. He basically tried to qualify. Sergio had qualified for the US Open previously, obviously being a LIV player. This is where the anomalies happen because he didn't have a way in through the world ranking points because LIV currently aren't getting any. So he ended up having to go to local qualifying, which, like I say, he was unlucky and he missed out on, which was for him probably quite gutting. And I think some of his rants, and he lost the head of a photographer during his attempt to Open qualify, probably just frustrated with the whole situation. And let's be honest, we all are pretty frustrated with the whole situation because it's nuts. It turns out that Ian Poulter had just decided that he wasn't going to even attempt to qualify for the Open. Probably, to be honest, he made a lot of excuses, but if you look at the Open qualifying, how you've got to, play yourself in through a regional and then the final qualifying, it ain't easy. And probably in reality, he thought, I'm not going to put myself through that because it could be quite embarrassing. You've got to shoot 4, 5, 6 under, really, 8 under in some cases, and it depends on a lot of things. How good your game is, the weather, side of the draw. Sometimes, it's not easy. These people that qualify for the Open to play in it, they are absolutely on fire golfers. Guys playing +4, +6 week in, week out, and even for them to get in, it's like an achievement. So Ian Poulter decided, I'm not going to attempt this. Made up a load of excuses about why he shouldn't have to, because he should have world ranking points, which brings us back to what we were talking about, the LIV. Well, it turns out Lee Westwood was interviewed as well, and he was saying that his plans were basically not really to play in the Open. He was going to play in the Senior Open, but as he put it, turns out the Senior Open wasn't as open as the name would suggest, because they barred him or banned him from playing in it. Now, both these LIV players, I can't say for Sergio, but I think they have all paid their fines. I'm not sure if Sergio has, but I'm guessing he probably has. I mean, if you got paid 100 and something odd million from LIV, I think you'd have enough money to pay. I think it was 100,000 euros they got fined, something like that. I think they've all paid it now. And as Lee Westwood was suggesting, that he just can't believe that the situation's got so bad within golf. And I think all of us are now sitting going, what is actually going on? Because it doesn't matter what side of the pond you're on, the US Tour, the DP World Tour, were all affected by the PIF, the Saudi wealth fund, because they have now taken ownership of the tours, or bought into them. Have it what you will, what they've done, it's not all come out yet. Apparently the PGA Tour have locked away to a legal process documents that somehow embroiled Tiger Woods, so now no one can see them, but they were slow in doing it, so the documents are still out there and people have seen them. So now I don't know if you're allowed to show them, if you're not allowed to show them. Anyway, it's all about, was Tiger Woods briefed about the LIV and stroke PIV deal, and was he coached on what to say? or did he just say it himself? He's saying it. He didn't see anything of that nature. No one coached him. No one told him what to say. So it's all getting a big mess. I mean, it can't get any bigger than this mess. The thing is, PIV, the Saudi Wealth Fund, is taking like a massive pay deal to buy this whole thing, and obviously they're working on the structure. So now all these players that are in LIV, surely the PGA Tour and the DP World Tour have to look at taking these players back sooner than later and burying the hatchet, because that's maybe not the greatest terminology to use because you know, suitcases, all that type of thing. Pack your own bags, lads, if you are thinking about doing anything. Don't let any third parties pack your bags. But on a serious note, can't get much more serious than the allegations and things that have been said, but in sport, in the world of sports washing, their money is just not an object, you know. There's no barrier, because they are looking at $150 billion to buy these tours, and it's just a drop in the ocean. It's nothing to them. So these leading organisations, PGA Tour and the DP World Tour, they need to get these players back. World ranking points, I would suggest, you know, balancing it somehow. Ryder Cup, are they okay playing the Ryder Cup? Are they not? I mean, all these things that have happened to these players, barred from this, barred from that, it's a minefield, an absolute minefield. It's like a legal minefield now. All these things aren't going to court because they've done the deal. So you, like me, are probably there sitting going, what is actually going on? It is absolutely crazy. This is golf we're talking about. Thanks for watching. Videos all for charity. Macmillan, Help the Heroes and Shelter UK. A sub here really helps the channel and keeps us all going. Thanks for watching.